Hey folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Hades run. It looks like, at least initially, the Hades stuff seems to be just as popular, if not more popular, than the Monster Train stuff. So while I'm not going to plan on stopping Monster Train content, in the short term, I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time recording some Hades, and then based on those metrics, we'll see if I'm gonna like mix and match Monster Train, drop Monster Train for Hades, and just do Monster Train videos occasionally. We'll kind of figure it out. All right, looks like we got a sword run today. I haven't really figured out which sword aspect I like the best. The aspect of Nemesis that gives critical hit chance is like quite good, but so is dislodging the special, so you can repeatedly use your special. Um, And I don't really hate the aspect of Excalibur either. Or, sorry, the aspect of Arthur. Um, I haven't developed strong opinions on the sword. Do a cast space build if we can with aspect of Poseidon. But if I'm going to do that, I probably want more casts. I think it's Stygian Soul that I need to switch. Yeah. Alright, so who has a bonkers cast that I can take? I don't like Aphrodite's short range. Athena's is good, it deflects. Zeus's is good, it bounces. Dionysus is good, but I just did that. Basically not Demeter. I really don't like Demeter's cast. But we'll talk about that on video if I ever get it. Let's pick up some lightning bolts. Alright, it's 50% more cast damage. I don't know. Maybe there's a world where I take the short range but stupid powerful cast and just max it out as much as possible. I don't know. Go Zeus. Alright, what am I on? 11? Need to crank one more thing up here. Ooh, looks like I died the last time I played the sword.
Let's see what happens.
These gemstones that you mock, boy, are a symbol of the power of this realm. To you, they're merely trinkets. But to mortals, gemstones hold more value than their very lives.
Oof. We are petty mortals.
Let's go find some gemstones then.
Just finished up my work day.
Lord Zeus.
Zeus, give me a good boon to start things off.
Prattles on about her missing girl, Zagreus. But I want you to understand something, all right? She is gone. We all have grieved. Perhaps Demeter shall finally accept what has occurred, and we can move forward, having grown stronger as a family.
Love this game. I just love how they play with everything from classical. Ho ho ho! Well, the wish for the cast build has been granted. Thunder Flourish is an amazing first pickup.
Not yet.
Oh wait, shit, that was not cast, that was special, whatever. I don't really super want to do that for hell. I'll do this for a boon. That boon? I'm gonna roll harder here. Fudge? I'm committed.
Exclusive access.
Something something sunk cost fallacy.
What's all this?
I doubt you'll outmaneuver all this lot.
So it's all about patience in these rooms. Don't get greedy. Let him attack, then kill him.
Not now.
There we go.
Enough of this.
I'm here again to lend to you my power, noble cousin. Though your own strength of will is how you'll finally break free of that cruel place.
Yeah, and so the reward for this is a guaranteed higher rarity boon. I really do like the deflect dash. If I'm planning on using cast and special, I'm not actually going to use my base attack all that much. I think I'm just going to take the dash that deflects here. And let's get a random palm. So I used too many rerolls to get that. I don't recommend usually using that many rerolls early, but I wanted to redeem myself for failing to do one of those rooms successfully earlier. And by earlier, I mean on stream. YouTube folks didn't see that. But I got hit exactly once on like one of the very last enemies. We have more epic level boons than is normal for this point in a run by a lot.
All set.
We'll just accept that. Don't want to be too picky with rerolls at this point since I wasted a bunch. Well, not wasted a bunch, since I used a bunch early. I lagged for us. Not lagged. I thought I got caught by the hand. I did not.
Something I can use.
I don't really need this darkness, but again, I don't really want to reroll here. Oh, great. A fountain. This is not where I want to find one of those. Okay, Aphrodite. Aphrodite's cast is very short range, but very high damage. Don't like her call. I don't really like her attack. I think I'm gonna reroll.
In the name of Hades.
Athena's cast would be good.
Let's go sneak.
Alright, so you do your thing. I walk into your attacks a couple of times, and then I will actually follow the correct dodging pattern for this fight. Maybe. Not doing a good job of it thus far. So you're supposed to dodge right after the teleport so that you miss these initial attacks. Not used to the hands spawning. That might be new. Oh, it's because of the mini-boss thing I turned on. I think I will just accept the rare cast rather than trying to fish for something of higher rarity. Fish?
Here, fishies.
Alright, the sneeze did not lose me my fish. That was strong. I like my performance in that room. Take a little darkness to reheal. Yeah, so now we can just like spam the special, dislodge it, spam the special, dislodge it. And this is the power of a cast-based build. You just get a relatively powerful cast, upgrade it, use it repeatedly. Whoop. Normally you have to wait a decent amount of time before you get the casts back. Not here. Let's... Oh, no. I thought that was a probe.
Perfect timing. No need for these, so take one off my hands, won't you, Prince Ed?
I'm a little lower on health than I would like. I might just take the healing over the darkness this time. Just heals me for a greater amount. Immediately get offered darkness. Didn't need to take that. Oh well.
Come on, you.
So I'm offered a Chaos Gate here. I will probably end up taking it, depending on what my room options are. Getting a little close to the boss, though, so I might have to do whatever it is with the boss in mind. But getting plus cast... Oh, jeez. Okay. What is... Okay. I don't know that I can turn down 2 boons at the same time at this stage of the game. And I'm also being offered a Daedalus Hammer. I think 2 boons makes me the strongest.
The gods want me to pick a favorite.
Yeah, we'll pick up another status effect here very gladly.
Appreciate the backup.
Audacity runs in our family, Zagreus, but my advice to you is that you keep it carefully suppressed in your relationship with me.
So that's the way it is then.
Thought I dislodged... Oh, it was you. I see. Alright, now I've dislodged my specials. Alright, not bad. Duo boon? Early duo boon would be cool.
All is forgiven and forgotten, Zagreus. What were we even going on about back there?
Ah, yes.
More status effects or bolts striking twice? Both are quite good. Taking double strike opens me up to getting some better things later, but I might just want the status effect here. Yeah, so because of privilege status, if I have people with at least 2 status effects, I get a pretty big damage bonus, like 40%. So I'm inclined to take the Jolted here.
All right, Lord Zeus.
Oh, the Trove. Nope.
I can't. How's that?
This room is a great example of why it's great to have Deflect. You get the rooms like these that just have a whole bunch of enemies spamming projectiles. It is really nice to be able to just kind of wave clear while also blocking. Take some of the worries off of you. Alright, there's my other casts. That makes the tail end of this much easier. 284 gold. At this point, picking up boons is really good for me. I could not spend the gold here and save it for later. But I do kind of want to be fishing for duo boons pretty aggressively with the way this build is looking. But it might just be that taking HP now is fine. I save up for a better store later. I'm just going to go with it. We're picking up a lot of boons, and I'd like to continue down that route. Or hammer. We'll take the hammer over the Poseidon boon.
Should come in useful.
That is unfortunate. We are offered all of the attack-based boons when we don't want to attack. Big chop? Yeah, I basically never intend on using this. I'll take the big chop. That was kind of a miss.
What's new, Meg?
I heard that you escaped. Then what are you still doing here? Forget something along the way.
You know, I think I'd rather fight you to the death again than try to answer either of those questions right now.
I don't know what you're up to, Zagreus, but I guess it doesn't matter either way. All that matters is you're not getting past me.
Not yet.
We are melting this boss. Don't get greedy with number of attacks in this pattern here. Just take what you can safely against this boss. Deflect coming in like a boss there. And this should finish things off. Very clean first fight.
Strictly business. Right.
Trinket did I start with? I legit don't remember the stage. I started with Zeus. Do we want to go with Athena now? And just like really try to get that duo boon? Athena can also give us an impervious call, which would be really nice. I think I will go ahead and do that.
All set.
Don't need any of that. Alright. Run's looking good.
To the surface.
I mean, honestly, run's looking great. We're very strong right now. I accidentally walked past a trove, and that's on me, but other than that, I've been pretty much happy with everything that's been going on. I would love to find Eurydice and happen to upgrade my rarity of my cast. That would be one of the better things that could happen right now. Where'd my last cast go? Oh, there it is.
Just what I wanted. Gods grant me strength.
Yeah, that's a lot of cast damage. I will very gladly be taking that.
Extra blessing.
This is going to restore some health. It's worth the time.
All right, Russians, get to work.
I'm empty. Fool.
Alright, good stuff.
Did not earn this.
No damage in that. Done relatively quickly. We very easily full heal. I don't really want gold, but I don't think that's worth re-rolling. I only have 3 re-rolls available.
Not yet. Can't do that.
So, something that I thought early on when I was playing Hades, early on I was always trying to like fill up all my boon slots. Now that I've been playing for a while, a lot of times instead, I'm really trying to just make sure that I get powerful at doing at least one thing, and if I happen to fill up all the boon slots along the way, that's fine, and if I don't, as long as I have a functional game plan, I'm fine with that. So like, for example, I picked up that Daedalus hammer that gave me the big chop, and that's the first time I think I've tried to use the big chop. It's just like not part of my game plan right now. Let's take a speed upgrade, maybe try to get another dash. Dodge chance would also be fine. Did you see that? I saw that.
Wish I could just fly in and haul you out of there, cuz, but there's some rules even I can't break. Nice to see you have a go of it.
This is really not what I'm looking for. I just don't find quick recovery consistent. Quick reload isn't great if I can just break the enemies with my special and get the casts out of there. Hyper Sprint is eh. It's less than a second of 30% damage reduction though, so I think I'm going to take the quick reload. There are going to be some times that I don't actually hit the enemy with my special to reload, and so I'm good with that.
The barge of death is always here for me.
Good job. At this point, a Chaos Gate that gives me increased cast damage would be one of my most desired things. I don't really like how this room is going. I don't really need a Boldy to heal, but with all of these enemies being shielded by this one green dude that I'm really having trouble killing, I don't want to take damage in this room. Or I should say I don't want to take more damage than I have to in this room. Alright, we took a hit there.
In the name of Hades.
This is not the time for Last Stand. You want that once you've already used Death's Defiance. I don't really find that Holy Shield is all that great. Divine Strike is a fine pickup, but I'm not really going to use my attack much. I don't know. The only reason to take Holy Shield is to try to get the legendary boon that comes after it, which gives you invincibility. But I've found that that's just like so incredibly rare. I'm going to take Divine Strike because I don't really think the other options are good. I believe once you have a boon slot filled, you're also less likely to see that in the future. So that's another reason to take it.
You must know you sound as wonderful as ever now, my dear.
I would really like to upgrade my cast to the next rarity, so I'm going to take Ambrosia Delight. Quick reload, blinding flash. Not what we're looking to hit, but we'll be pretty good at spamming casts. We'll give a pomegranate. That can represent cast damage. Oh! Alright, let's get our casts back and deflect all that crap. The dash deflecting too is just great. Give me those back.
Not yet.
Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. I was looking for my casts. Deflect, looking real hot this room. Get out of there. Let me, like, come closer so I can hit you, please.
All mine.
Alright, we don't need that sort of stuff. Chop or Zeus Spoon. I think we're fishing for Duo Boon. I don't really need to spend money.
In the name of Hades.
I don't want to take a default level call that doesn't make me impervious. That just does not sound appealing to me. Let's take high voltage and make our special hit in a larger area. We're just cruising on this build. Our cast is very strong.
Constitute yourself just for my sake.
It's not like broken levels of strong or anything yet, but I get to use it a lot between dislodging it and it automatically dropping more quickly. Like, that doesn't feel like boss HP. That feels like mini boss HP, and we're melting it. I took a bad hit there. Maybe this build is slightly more broken than I'm giving it credit for here. The combination of both of my cast power-ups is definitely let me spam cast more than you're typically able to spam cast versus a boss. And that is quite noticeably good here. Alright, I took some bad damage there that I didn't need to take, but we're gonna full heal most of that right now. If not all of it. It's getting darkness, right? Yeah, so I should full heal. Yeah, we'll heal 4 HP off the fountain and call it good. We really wanted to be able to, like, purchase a Chaos Gate there. Like, cast damage is real hot right now. Alright, so we're really on the Zeus/Athena plan. The Owl Pendant doesn't guarantee that I get another Athena boon.
Could try a different one.
You can just take the coin purse here for some money. Coin purse here for some money.
Onward then.
Probably fine. I want to pick up a call, and after I do that, I want to prioritize pomegranates pretty heavily.
The fields of Elysium.
Alright, timer's not running right now, so let's take a second to talk about this decision. For the Hades fight, one of the best things you can do to increase your chances of not getting hit is getting at least one additional dash. And Hermes' boon does such a good job of making the final fight easy. But for all of the wave clearing, the pomegranate is going to be much, much better for me. I think I'm going to go left here because the Hades boon is much less replaceable than a pomegranate is. Sorry, not Hades boon, Hermes boon. Yeah, deflected! We have a Chaos Gate in this room, which is pretty hype. Rather excited about that.
Not yet. Olympus, I accept this message.
Yuck. Yuck. I accept, but lowest rarity. Do I have enough heat for this? Oh, I'm at 14. Oh, I'm at 11. We'll take the hammer. Hammer is almost guaranteed to give us something relevant off our special this time, since it didn't last time, and we've already taken one of the options out of that pool.
I'm empty. I can't.
Alright. Not great against the shield folk, apparently. No longer knocks foes away. My special is spreading lightning bolts, right? Yeah, double lightning bolts sounds great.
Perfect.
I don't think I need the knockback.
Some of Charon's wares.
Infernal Trove? Infernal Trove is probably worth the gold if I'm sitting on 600.
Worth it.
How goes it, lad? May this aid you against the champion out there.
I don't need to replenish Death Defiance, obviously. So this just powers up my attack, not my special or my cast. So we're going to take the healing, but it's not really good. This would be a room we really wanted to avoid, given the option. I don't think I want Demeter Boons. Try to reroll this? Yes.
It's that big soul catcher again. Not yet.
Alright. We stopped a decent number of those from transforming into the fully grown stages. So this shouldn't be bad at all. Didn't need to take that hit. That's the case with most hits that you take. We'll take the epic level Impervious Call very gladly. Build's looking good. Time to pick up palms. We're not really looking for new things anymore. We're looking to make the things that I have stronger.
Zagreus. We'll have to catch up at some other time, though good to see you anyway. You so-called champions could use
Lesson 1. Don't mess with either one of us.
I don't really need to kill very many more. So I should probably just kind of play conservatively and make sure I'm not getting hit.
That was the last of them.
The power of the gods.
Yeah, we'll be taking cast damage here, and on just about every palm that we have the opportunity to take. Although upgrading Thunder Flourish isn't really bad either.
How does he...
I want to look at these to think about. Oh my god! Another Duo Boon room with that exact combination is nuts. I guess I really didn't need to take this because I don't need darkness on this account. But didn't really think that through. The darkness also didn't really represent healing there,
You waste my time.
Peace and
but
quiet.
it cost me basically nothing. I did not know you could get 2 rooms with Duo Boons of the exact same combinations of gods like this. This is the first time I've seen that.
Pick sides.
No pleasing all upon Olympus, I suppose?
Bronzeskinned or Proudbearing. I think I'm going to take the generic damage reduction.
Apparently the consequences of displeasing me have slipped your mind, young man. A harsh reminder is in order then.
Didn't have much choice.
I know I've said this a couple of times in a few videos already, but like really, do not get hit by those arrows on higher heat. It sucks. Exhibit A. The sucking of getting hit by those arrows. Not firing around that corner. Alright, let's Boldy, apparently. Yeah, I am not really good against these shield bearers. Or arrows. Relatively weak against arrows. I don't believe I took 2 arrows in that room.
Very well. Good show, young man. And I think I shall let you off the hook and take you back under my wing for now.
We'll take double strike here. Not the best room. Ares? No. We'll just take a boon. We'll save our Fated Authorities, the rerolls, for the next area, and use them to reroll into more Zeus and Athena boons. Just spamming the special also is starting to seem relatively viable. Between the special hitting twice in the first place because of the Daedalus Hammer we picked up, and the multi-strike, the lightning bolts hitting twice from the Zeus boon I just got. That's a lot of potential lightning bolts, and there are relatively good lightning bolt synergies as well. We have some, but there's others still. We're starting to see diminishing returns on Phalanx Shot. I still think this is the best upgrade here. Not super comfortable getting in there and rumbling when there's that many clones. Yeah, getting behind those and getting the backstab damage seems like one of my better options for dealing with that enemy type. Shoot. I think there's one of those in the middle that's going to rearm. Alright, the second half of that room went really well. Over shop, I think.
Let's see.
Do I need to Hydrolite? Beat the boss without using a Death's Defiance? I don't think so. Just gonna be a free palm.
Delicious.
Let's keep on the train that I'm on.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Let us destroy him quickly, King. Or perhaps slowly.
No? Oh wow, we apparently do a lot of damage. That was not particularly apparent versus all the shielded enemies, but... Oh, that was like half a second before I could pick up everything and use my greater call. That's super unfortunate. I won't go so far as to say I'm upset or anything about it, but it's rather unfortunate. I'll be looking to get another Athena boon to pick up another... Alright. Order of operations. Use that, then do this. How's that acorn doing? I guess I can continue leveling this up. I can also just, like, take something that kind of gives me 30% damage reduction. I can see that being pretty good here as well.
I'm almost to the top. Courtesy of the pact.
I have a lot of money saved up, so probably get stronger immediately. Almost missed that one. Hope I have a reroll so I can reroll that Demeter boon.
That's a fight. Huzzah. Cheers, mate.
Bolt damage or bolt break percentage? Bolt damage is more consistent.
Power of Olympus.
Impervious duration seems good when I'm low on Death Defiances. And the Dionysus boon can potentially heal me in a bit, so I'm going to pick up the max life now, and the Dionysus after I've taken some damage. Alright, I have 2 Fated Authorities, so let's reroll this. And let's reroll this and see where they end up. Much better places. We're going to go to Athena and try to get another Death's Defiance charge back. Just very safe room. I got to spam those casts just so consistently versus those enemies. The rats, like, both die and respawn so quickly. No. Did you all remember that I have a special attack that is a big chop? I had pretty much forgotten. That is, like, really not what we're doing. Alright, we're just gonna spam lightning bolts until those things die. Yay, area of effect. Get out. You also can potentially buy back a Death's Defiance. Yeah. And this should be worth about 40 gold anyway. That was a nice pickup. love deflect.
Alright.
Yeah, we will very gladly replenish a Death's Defiance. Okay, we came back from the brink there. Well, we weren't really at the brink, but we got significantly better. Trying to find a duo boon. I've been fishing for one for a while by like committing so heavily to this combination. But it hasn't happened. I don't remember which boon is the duo boon for this combination off the top of my head. Like maybe I don't have the correct requirements or something. But for most of them, if you have a primary boon that is like one of your like attack, special, call, cast, you have one of those for each god that usually qualifies you for the duo boons. There are some exceptions to that, but that generally tends to be true.
Satasac. In the name of Hades.
I mean, faster god gauge is great. We'll very happily take that.
Never get enough of this.
Do that. Do this. At this point, I don't think we go down the other pathways. We'll buy this Dionysus boon, whatever it is, and call it good.
The perfect gift.
We got an upgrade to our call.
The time has come for a short break and snack. Bye for now, boy. You're never late, Father.
To think Olympus has been aiding you. You must be so grateful to them for their aid, without which none of this would have been possible.
I'm gonna rehydrate before this fight.
Yeah, about that. Father, did you let Mother go because you feared Olympus would find out? And not respond well to the circumstances if they did?
Be grateful they have not found out as yet for all your meddling. You do not know them as well as you think. Ask yourself why she left Olympus and how. Or better yet, ask her.
Well, she seems quite lovely, so knowing you, you probably tricked her into signing a pact to come join you or something. Since you weren't allowed on Olympus, why not have Olympus come to you?
Ha! Surprisingly not distant from the truth. I took her, boy. I took her down with me. Is that what you wish to hear? Does that anger you? Come, bring forth that anger then.
12 minutes of clock time.
Show yourself.
Don't think we're gonna time out during the Hades fight by any stretch of the imagination. Deflect on the skulls is pretty hot here. Gilded dude, I really hoping I was done seeing you. So we're not going to want a greater call immediately when I get it. We're going to want to hit Hades just a little bit more so that he goes into his animation, that one, and summons the next wave of stuff. And then, once that animation is safely over, we can talk about greater call. It's a little hard for me to tell whether I should just be spamming my special or my cast, because both are really good damage dealers. Can I hit you from here? Oh. Oh, this is dangerous. Yeah. I knew that wasn't the best spot. Oh wow, we're almost already to a greater call. We are to a greater call. Alright, so we wait out this animation. Yeah, this is strong. Also, this is a case study in why impervious calls are good. Allows you to just face tank everything that's happening.
You shrug off death as though it means nothing to you. I shall remember this.
See you at home. In my father's name.
Good run. Again, would have liked to pick up the duo boon, but I don't really get to complain with a run that's that powerful. Like, even if I didn't get to replenish either one of those Death Defiances, we still would have won the fight with the one that I had remaining.
I'm here.
Welcome back, my son. I could not stand it on Olympus, Zagreus. The blustering, the posturing, my overbearing mother. None of it. I would have left the mountain voluntarily, except
Father absconded with you, didn't he? Dragged you down with him into the underworld. So if Olympus were to find that out, I shudder to think of the consequences.
that fool is trying to protect me even now. It wasn't he who absconded with me, my son. And it's more complicated even than that. I was content to leave, willing to make my life within the underworld, with your father.
This is sort of an interesting departure from the original myth.
I dare not ask who did bring you to father then. So essentially you ran away from home to live with him. I mean no disrespect, but did you realize what you were getting yourself into?
We have a tendency to be impetuous when we are younger, Zagreus. I heard all about your father before we met. Admired paintings of him. It was very awkward at first, but he had a bluntness I fancied. A sense of principle. I much preferred him to his brothers, I can tell you that.
So, then you secretly left Mount Olympus to be with the god of the dead in the underworld, and Olympus never found out. What do you suppose would happen if they did?
I think there would be war between Olympus and your father, Zagreus, if they found out. Especially now, after all this. And after all this time. They slew their parents once. If the Titans could be wiped from this world, so can we all.
There's always this, like, underlying fear of, like, war and overthrow in Greek mythology. So I love that they're drawing on that trope.
So it makes sense. If father, he agrees with you and thinks that leaving you in hiding here, that it's the only way he can prevent that war.
I can see how your father, shrewd but also single-minded as he was, might have followed such a line of reasoning as that. Oh, Zagreus, what have I done?
No, what have I done?
The plot thickens.
I can't.
Into the pool of blood you go. Alright folks, I hope you have enjoyed this Hades run. Please let me know what you think. I am not adept at recording Hades by any means, so if like volume needs to be louder or anything of that nature, please let me know and I'll try to make those adjustments. Otherwise, like, feel free to leave comments about whatever, questions about classical mythology, all that jazz. Happy to field it. Have a great rest of the day.